Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Dalia, and today we're on my island Guava, which if you didn't see, I reset my winter island. So today we're going to be doing an interesting challenge. We are going to see if I can get to 3 stars in one day. And by get to 3 stars, I mean from like the day I started my island all the way to 3 stars. I'm going to play Animal Crossing all day, and we're going to see if I can get to 3 stars. This might be a little bit difficult, but let's see if we can do it. So here's me starting at the beginning, and we're just going to get right to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Hit those post notifications, you'll know when I post and upload. And yeah, so you saw my map. My starters are Boots and Phoebe, both very cute villagers, and my plan first and foremost is to get the 5,000 Nook miles that we need in order to pay off our initial loan to Tom Nook. Should be pretty easy. My plan is to pick all the weeds, do a lot of fishing and bug catching. So the first thing we're gonna have to do is do the DIY workshop with Tom Nook to craft some items. I'm not looking forward to having to get all of the DIYs again. That's definitely not gonna be a lot of fun. But anyway, here's Boots. I love Boots. I just wish he wasn't wearing the jester outfit. He's just such a cute little alligator. Like, why is he wearing... Anyway, he gave me a hat, so that's really great. I love the tulip hat actually, so I'm very happy to have it. And yeah, so we're just gonna start by fishing. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I haven't fished in this game in like a hot minute, so I forgot how to fish apparently. As you can see, I'm struggling a little bit with aiming my fishing rod. But it's fine, it's fine. We'll get the groove of it again. Speaking of fishing, just getting off topic a little bit, I started playing Stardew Valley, and I've been talking about wanting to play Stardew Valley for a long time. Like, I'm talking like well over a year and a half, and I've watched tons of people play it. I watched tons of people stream it. I follow tons of people on Twitter and Instagram who post about it, who post their photos, and I'm so intimidated by the game because there's just so many aspects to it that I was always so afraid to start, because I'm like, what if I become overwhelmed? So yeah, I never started playing. So I finally like went, okay, you know what, just get it on the Switch to start with and get yourself familiar with the game, and then when you're comfortable and you kind of know the mechanics of the game, you can eventually probably get it on PC so I can download mods. And I will tell you, fishing in that game is impossible. I don't know what it's like fishing on the PC version, but fishing with a Joy-Con is impossible. I was so frustrated trying to fish, and I was posting about it on Twitter, and everyone was like, you got to get the practice fishing rod to get like a feel of it. Like, okay, I'm gonna use the practice fishing rod, hopefully I'll get better, but why do they have to make it so difficult? Just to simply fish. Like, fishing in Animal Crossing is so easy. You point where the little shadow is, you throw it, and then the second it bites, you press A once, and then you're good. But no, for that one, you have to keep pressing the button, and it has to stay in the little lever thing. Oh god, it was so frustrating. Anyway, I managed to get all the Nook miles that we needed. Or not Nook miles. I managed to get all the bugs that we needed to donate to Tom Nook to give to Blathers. So Blathers is officially going to be moving on the island tomorrow, which I do time travel in this video. Just a heads up, I am a time traveler. And especially to complete this challenge, you're going to have to time travel. If you are expecting to get to 3 stars in one day, like in one video, you're gonna have to time travel. So I do try to travel quite a bit. Yeah, now we're gonna pick up weeds and just keep picking up all the weeds because it's an easy way to make Nook miles, and it's an easy way to make some money. So yeah, I'm really excited to start playing Stardew Valley when I'm finally comfortable with the game, which I don't know when that'll be, when I'm more comfortable and have enough knowledge about like what I'm supposed to be doing and like what crops I'm supposed to be growing and like who I'm supposed to be befriending and all this stuff. Like when I know those things a little better, then I will most likely probably post videos about it. Maybe that'll be one of the videos I stream if I eventually ever start streaming, which I promise you I want to so badly. It's just I haven't had the chance to. Anyway, yeah, so we're getting all those Nook miles. We were really close to it. Chopping trees and catching fish and bugs and everything. It's a great way to get the tickets or the Nook miles quite quickly. And I actually forgot, because I haven't played in the summer in like a really long time in Animal Crossing. I forgot how many bugs are out in the summer, like all the beetles and everything that hang out on the trees. So catching bugs was actually extremely easy. One thing that kind of sucks though is I know that you get sharks now this time of year. I'm in July in the game. I couldn't find any sharks. Like, I don't really show me fishing for sharks later on in the day in this video, I don't think. But like, I've been trying to catch sharks and I can't find any. Like, where are they? I keep getting like no sharks. Like no sharks. Like I won't even say I get the like the one that has the fin but it's actually not a shark. It's like a fake shark. I'll put the picture here. I can't remember its name right now. But I'm not even getting that. Like I just can't find the shark like shadow in the water. Anyway, we managed to get the 5,000 Nook miles that we needed to upgrade our house. So now we're just gonna kind of do a couple of like last bits and bobs before we move on to the next day. I'm honestly just grabbing more weeds and stuff because I can't go to the other side of the island yet. I unfortunately don't have a full vaulting pole yet. We'll get that tomorrow when Blathers moves on to the island. But for right now, I'm just gonna pick a few more weeds, you know, the fun parts at the beginning of the game. One other thing I'm really not looking forward to is flattening this island. I wish you could just like press a button and all the cliffs would be gone. That's why like when I start my islands, I never flatten them in the beginning because it's just like so tedious to flatten because it takes such a long time, especially if you have a lot of cliffs on the back of your island, which a lot of the island maps have a lot of cliffs. Anyway, yeah, so we moved on to the next day. The airport's officially open, which is really good because I am going to be going to a treasure island, I think, to grab some Nook Mile tickets. It was either that or get them for myself for my other island, but I just decided to go to a treasure island, so we're going to do that later on. And Blathers moved on to the island as well, which is really good because then we can start upgrading the museum and everything, which I plan all to do today. I am going to be upgrading him because this is a city island. I'm going to be upgrading the museum and both of the shops to like the full sizes and everything. So we went over to Blathers and he gave us the vaulting pole, which is great because we can finally visit the other side of the island. And then we can start grabbing some fossils and everything from him. The only downside is I'm going to have to find all the fish and bugs that I've caught already again to donate to him because I sold all the bugs and fish I got because I wanted to make bells. So anyway, yeah. I'm also grabbing all the materials that we need because as you saw, Timmy needs us to grab the materials for the shop to open. I already do have all of the wood that we need, all the wood variations. So the only thing we're looking for right now is just iron nuggets. I think after doing all these rocks, I have like 16, I think, give or take. And then luckily Booth offered and gave us a couple more too because we're building the shop. So he gave us 5, which is great. So now we're just gonna have to go to a mystery island and get ourselves 9 iron nuggets, which shouldn't be too hard. And I don't want to have to go to more than one mystery island, so hopefully we can find everything we need on the first one. So let's go use that Nook Mile ticket that Tom Nook gave us, and let's also see who the first villager on this island is, because I'm really curious to see who we're going to run into. Is that Rhonda? That's Rhonda. Remember how Rhonda was that villager we found on that ticket challenge on my fall island and I had to take her? Yeah, me and Rhonda do not have a good history, so I'm not going to be taking her today. So yeah, we found all of the iron nuggets that we needed to grab, so let's give these to Timmy, and then the shop will officially be built tomorrow. And yeah, I did grab a couple of coconuts and some coconut trees from the Mystery Island, so I'm just going to plant those quick, because this obviously is going to be a tropical island, so we're going to have tons and tons of palm trees. So I did also catch all of the bugs and fish and things that we needed to give to Blathers. So the museum will be open tomorrow or the day after. I can't remember if it takes an extra day. But anyway, here's my villagers. You can see Boots and Phoebe. One of the things I had to do for the Nook Mile Plus was the stretches, and I think it's so cute at the beginning of the game, like, because you barely have any villagers, like, how empty this is. Like, you could have even got Timmy and Tommy to go in the back, but they were like, nope, we're only just gonna get Tom Nook and the dodos. Oh god. Also, this, like, I've done this before, but it's so cute, the sped up version of the stretches. Also, do not judge me for how horribly I do the stretches. I was using my Pro controller and I couldn't get the L stick to work. Oh god, it was frustrating. But anyway, yeah, look at my little villagers. Look at Boots struggling to keep up. They're so cute. And that was that. So I moved on to the next day, and first thing I went to do was talk to Tom Nook, and apparently he has all the getaway packages already sold, which is not true because I'm going to go villager hunting and I'm going to plant all of the starter plots and everything. Another thing I hate about the beginning of the game is having all the materials you need for the starter plots, because there's so many pieces of furniture you have to craft. You have to craft what, 6 for each villager. So luckily I did have enough materials in order to do that, and I also had to build the what's it called, the suspension bridge, and I did not have enough iron, not ironwood, I didn't have enough hardwood in order to do that, so I quickly had to you know, do that. And I also did a little bit more Nook Mile grinding, and I needed a couple of things from the kiosk. So we got ourselves the tool ring and the pocket organizer, and one other thing, I think the good tools thing, which basically took all my Nook Miles. So everything I had saved up is basically gone. And in my next video, when we eventually start terraforming and everything, I'm gonna have saved up so many Nook Miles, because you need everything. Like, the second that you get 3 stars and your island is officially ready for, like, Nook Mile, or not, once you get 3 stars, what am I saying? Once you get 3 stars and you're ready to terraform and everything on your island, it takes so many Nook Miles to, like, redeem everything, and then you have access to so many new things. And yeah, okay, you get what I'm saying. So we started going Nook Mile ticket hunting, and we found Pippi, so I decided to take her because she was cute, and I'm not trying to be too picky with my villagers. Then we came across Del, and I love Del. I think he's so cute. Or Deli. I keep calling him Del. But I decided, you know, let's invite him. He's really cute. And yeah, so he was going to be my adorable little lazy villager on this island, and I love Deli, and I've wanted him for a while. So before we left, I'm like, let's just go around the island and see if we can maybe find ourselves a shark or like a fish that we haven't seen yet. And there's a shark fin, so I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So we can like maybe get a good shark or a really good fish before we leave this island, right? So threw my fishing line, which was great. We managed to catch the fish, and it was a sunfish, and I love the sunfish. Like, look at him. He's like look how big, look at his face. Like, he's adorable, right? So I ran to the airplane, and before I boarded, I was gonna show Wilbur my fish, but instead I threw him in the ocean. And then I closed my game because I'm like, okay, maybe I can like save this. Maybe it's saved from when I fished. But no, it didn't. So I don't have the fish. So that was all for nothing. And I'm very sad. So we went back to villager hunting and I found Melba, who I love Melba. She's such a cute koala. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's invite her. We found her. And then I realized that not only did I lose the sunfish, but I lost my lazy villager too. So then we ran into Hornsby, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Hornsby's really cute too, and I love Hornsby, so let's invite Hornsby to the island. So Deli and the sunfish will always be... they'll always hold a special place in my heart, but they're gone forever. And it, like, I cannot believe I did that. I cannot believe. Oh god, it's so funny. Anyway, okay, back to, like, the serious portions of the video. We put the log suspension bridge in, and then I'm not going to show you guys me doing all of the furniture. But I managed to grab all the furniture that we needed, and I'm just putting the last one down. And then we'll have all the new villagers moving in. Look, see, all the exteriors done, and all the exteriors for all of them are ready. So we'll have the villagers moving in, which of course means I'm going to be time traveling to have them all move in, which is great. And then, as you guys can see in the background, we have our museum moving in, so that's great. And yeah, so Tom Nook, after completing the 3 plots, he gave me the fencing. And one thing you do need to do in order to get 3 stars, or just to really start the process of getting any stars on the island, you really have to put those fencing down. That is one thing that I highly recommend doing. So put down everywhere. It doesn't matter where you put it. I put some around the villagers' homes, and then I just finished it by putting it around the plaza. Look at my little villager running around. Look at the sound of her steps. Listen. And then Boots was sitting here, so I sat next to him. Look, don't we look cute? Oh, he's so cute. He's actually such an underrated villager. He's adorable. Anyway, yeah, so then I went back to doing some more fishing because I wanted to make a little bit more bells before I time traveled to the next day. And look who we ran into. My sunfish! See, I didn't catch one yet because I didn't save it. So I'm just going to put this sunfish here, and he's going to live on the island permanently. I'm not going to donate him. He's just going to be chilling here. Look at his face. Look at his adorable little derpy face. I love him. I love him, and he's never leaving. Anyway, I ran into Gulliver on the beach. He wasn't waking up, so I hit him with a net, and that seemed to work. So after talking to him, I'm like, alright, let's go cut these communication parts before we move on to the next day. It doesn't really matter to me if I interact with him, but knowing how the game works, I know that if you do his little mission the first time, little side mission, you do get Nook miles, which is the thing we're mainly focused on requiring right now. And I'm also interested to see what items he'll give us, because I love his items. And yeah, so we quickly just grabbed all of the communicator parts, and then we're officially done with his little side quest. And I love Gulliver, I love Gullivar, but I won't lie, trying to find these communication parts when you can get the manila clams is really, really frustrating. So then I moved on to the next day, and we had Mabel chilling in the plaza. So I really hope that she has some clothing items for me, because I've been in these clothes for a few hours now, and I have the urge to change into something a little more stylish. And thankfully she had a linen dress, which, like, I never get good items from Mabel, like, the first day or two that she's there. But she has, like, a linen dress. She had a hibiscus hairpin. Like, she knows that this is a tropical island. Like, she's here, she understands the vibe, you know. So I think I bought almost everything in her inventory, to be honest. I do eventually give Del that, like, striped t-shirt I bought, or I give Boots Why do I keep saying Del? You'll see why I said Del in a second. But yeah, I gave Boots that little striped t-shirt in a bit. And then I'm just changing my outfit. Look how much cuter I look. So some of the villagers have moved on to the island officially. I did do a little bit of time traveling. And we officially have Nook's Cranny. Look how adorable and cute it is. Then the next important thing we had to do was I really wanted to make a table mirror because much like I really wanted to change my clothes, I desperately wanted to change my hairstyle too. Oops. It didn't really even matter to me what the hairstyle was as long as it wasn't this short little haircut. I just changed it to this one and I immediately felt better. Like, immediately felt better. Then as I was running along the beach, we ran into Red. And I forgot that now when you run into him, because the museum now officially comes with the art section anyway, he immediately invites you back to his boat. So he doesn't give you the art like the way he typically would. He would just give you the one version that was like genuine. So I do visit his boat and I grabbed a worthy painting, I believe. Then we went to the next day and Mabel was here again. And I grabbed a couple of things from her. She didn't have that many options for me today, but I did grab this plaid dress, which I realized is actually the dress that my new normal villager, Belba, is wearing, so that's cute. So yeah, then I quickly went and gave Blathers the worthy painting. I won't lie, I've actually been doing a lot of fishing and bug catching, so I've actually filled up a lot of my museum already. And then I had to go give Boots this striped t-shirt just to have him change out of the Jester uniform. And the reason I called him Del is because Del wears the blue version of this, and does he not look like Del when he's wearing the green version? Like, I know all the villagers look a little bit different from one another, but like the second you put them in the same t-shirt and they're the same species, they look a lot alike, you know? Yeah, so then the last day, Mabel came through with the fit. Look how cute. So I changed my outfit again. And then fishing, we ran into another ocean sunfish. This one I was gracious enough to donate. I wanted to show it off first because I didn't get to show off my last one to Wilbur, obviously. And yeah, then as you guys saw the previous day, the resident services was under construction and Isabel is officially on the island, which means we are finally fast tracking our way to getting 3 stars. So all we had to do was place the tent and then put more plots in, because I think we need at least 7 or 8 villagers, I believe, in order to get to 3 stars. So I put the tent in and we went to go see who the visitor was. Of course, I do have to take them because they're our first campsite visitor, and it was Kyle. If you know me, you know I love Kyle. Kyle was actually my first smug villager on my first ever island back when I first started Animal Crossing, so extremely happy to have him join the island for a little while. Love him to bits, so that was no problem for me. I've had some really bad first campsite visitors, so to see him, I was like, oh, Kyle. I was really hoping to get Marshall, even though I wasn't going to keep him, even if we got him for this island, but like, I've never got him as a starter, and I just want to like experience that once. But yeah, so then Kyle is officially going to move on to the island, and my next set of plans were to go villager hunting again and fill up another plot. And for this one, I really was not going to be picky because I did spend a lot of Nook miles looking for my starter 3. So I ran into Static like 4 tickets in, and I love Static, and he's a squirrel villager, and he's a cranky, which we desperately need for the island. We do need a cranky villager, so I'm like, you know what? He fits the vibe, so we're just going to take him home. We love him. Like, look how cute he is with his little like lightning bolts on his forehead. He's so cute. So I did talk to Isabel, and she finally had the star rating for me. Unfortunately, we are at 1 stars, so we do need more villagers. So I do grab 1 more plot later on. Also, we had Leaf on the island, which is awesome. So I grabbed some shrubs from him. Mainly, I think I grabbed both the hibiscus and the other once he has 2 and just plant a bunch. And then I put down some flowers too, because I know Isabel's going to tell us that we need a bunch of flowers too. So I just plant them in random areas. I don't think any of these flowers are going to stay. It's just for, like, you know, the time being. And also, my villagers were chilling in the plaza. If you saw them, they're in the corner. They look so cute sitting on their little chairs. So I just quickly went and planted all of the starters that I grabbed. I also grabbed the hydrangeas, as you guys can see. And then I went over here and planted some flowers. And yeah, Static is going to be moving on to the island, as you guys can tell by the move-in sign. And then I went over to Resident Services and decided to grab one more plot. But because I didn't feel like villager hunting, I'm like, you know what, let the plot autofill and we'll see. We'll see who we get. Like, how bad could the villager possibly be? I've had some, like, okay fill-ins, and I've had some really bad fill-ins, so hopefully this won't be too bad. But I should have realized, as it was raining the next day, it was not going to be good. Because it was ham-free. Never, ever, ever, ever let your plot autofill, because if you let it autofill, you get ham-free. Or other villagers like him. So we're going to be rectifying this situation really quickly. Like, why? Why? I don't even hate him. I just don't want him here. Oh, God. Well, everyone makes mistakes. You know. So then I went over to Isabel, hoping that we had enough villagers on the island. And we have 2 stars. We're almost there. Honestly, at this point, I had been playing Animal Crossing for like 11 hours. And I was really, really, really ready to be done. But we were so close that I'm like, okay, I think we can do it. So she's telling me that we need to plant trees. And I have oranges and cherries in my inventory. Cherries are the fruit that my mom sent me in the mail. And the oranges are my sister fruit on my other island. So I'm like, okay, well, if you plant these, then we have 2 different types of food trees. So hopefully this will be enough to appease Isabel. So I just planted those real quick. Time traveled. And apparently it's not enough. Okay, so we're getting some positive feedback. Apparently we need flowers. Okay, I did plant a bunch, but apparently not enough. So I went to Nook's Cranny. I grabbed a bunch of cosmos. And that's the only one I'm going to plant. Hopefully that'll be enough. But I'm going to plant 20 of them. So that's a lot of flowers, right? Like 20 flowers, that has to be enough, right? Ah, gosh. It's so stressful. You never know what Isabel wants, you know? Okay, 20. Hopefully that'll be enough. Let's time travel again. And hopefully this will be enough. Come on. 3. We did it! We did it. So this goes to show that you can reach 3 stars in Animal Crossing in one day. You could also reach it a lot quicker if you're not like me and you aren't picky with the villagers that you add, because I spent like 2 hours villager hunting and you saw how that went. And also you can see Hamfrey in the background standing next to Kyle. He does not deserve to stand next to Kyle. Oh gosh, I can't believe we have Hamfrey on the island. Anyway, we did it. We got to 3 stars on the island. So now Tom Nook is going to be hanging outside my house, of course. And he's going to give me, like, the KK's concert spiel. And then he's going to give me terraforming. Which is where the fun starts. Because now we can officially start terraforming this island. I know, it seems like yesterday that we just restart. And now we're already terraforming. And that is because it was yesterday. I've never fast traveled an island this quickly, and it has actually been an interesting experience because I have so many ideas and so many things I want to do for this island, and the beginning part of the game where you have to like restart has not been like, I don't have to go through that and delay the process of waiting to decorate because I did it all in one day. So if you're really looking forward to starting a new island and you don't want to have to wait to terraform it, just fast travel everything. It is very time consuming and it will take you a few hours, but it is worth it. All right, we actually managed to complete this challenge. I'm shocked, but also extremely proud of myself because I've never actually done a challenge like this before, but it was a lot of fun to see if I could actually do it. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a like and drop a comment down below if you would like to as well. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos that I make. And yeah, I hope you guys all have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!